great to be standing here this morning and talking about the mental health of our communities. Colleagues, last year, UNICEF reported that suicide is the second leading cause of death among our young Europeans. That same report outlined here in Europe, 9 million of our adolescents aged 10 to 19 years are living with mental disorders. 9 million. A joint OECD and EU Commission report dated 4 years ago found that 1 in 6 across our European Union suffered negatively with their mental health. The report also noted that the total economic impact of our citizens' mental ill health is over €6 billion. That is more than 4% of GDP across our 27 member states. And what are we doing? There is a silent belief that we as EU policymakers do not have a role or a competency to deliver change for the mental health and well-being of our citizens. And this, colleagues, this silent belief is utter fabrication. There can be no debate or policy discussion on health, on care, on the future of our European Union without the mental health of our citizens at its very core. To deliver better mental health services, we as policymakers across committees and countries must wake up and learn to communicate with one another and work together. A cross-sectional approach to mental health is critical if we are to shift the dreadful imbalance our citizens face in accessing healthcare, education, and employment opportunities. Our citizens, especially our young people, cannot continue to live in an EU where people must hit rock bottom before they receive support for their mental health. Early intervention is key. Reintegration and tackling mental health among our young working population is also vital. Both of these aspects are crucial if we are to develop and strengthen our labour market and social policies for our EU for generations to come. This report on mental health in the digital world of work examines benefits and the risks of digitalisation, drawing from the experiences of our employees and employers over the past 2.5 years that they faced of the COVID-19 pandemic. By supporting this report, you will join our call to update current EU legislation to respond to the new realities of the digital way of working, thus enabling companies and countries to really facilitate positive mental health practices for themselves and their workforce. I really look forward to today's discussion, hearing from my shadow rapporteurs, my colleagues, and of course Commissioner Schmidt. And I hope from this we don't continue to talk only about mental health. We actually start putting these things into practice. Thank you.